Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. Got the public betting guide for MLB, NBA, and NHL today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action today. Turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it. We'll start with the MLB here. We got the Dodgers and Cubs. 89% of the money on the Cubs plus 1.5. 88% of the money on the over 9.5. And then 82% of the money on the Dodgers money line. Reds and Pirates, 67% of the money on the Reds plus 1.5. 95% of the money on that under 8.5. And then 80% of the money on the Pirates money line. White Sox and Rays, 95% of the money on the Rays minus 1.5. 99% of the money on that over 9. And then 86% of the money on the Rays money line. Tigers and Orioles, 90% of the money on the Orioles minus 1.5. And then 98% of the money on the Orioles money line. Blue Jays and Yankees, 91% of the money on the Yankees minus 1.5. 88% of the money on that under 8.5. And then 87% of the money on the Yankees money line. Rockies and Phillies, 94% of the money on the Phillies minus 1.5. 82% of the money on that over 9. And then 85% of the money on the Phillies money line. Marlins and Guardians, we got 97% of the money on the Marlins plus 1.5. 90% of the money on that under 7.5. And then 76% of the money on the Marlins money line. Braves and Astros. Astros, 96% of the money on the Astros minus 1.5. 76% of the money on the under 8.5. And then 84% of the money on the Astros money line. The Athletics and Rangers, 99% of the money on the Rangers minus 1.5. 97% of the money on that under 8. And then 65% of the money on the Rangers money line. Red Sox and Brewers, 99% of the money on the Brewers minus 1.5. 94% of the money on that under 8.5. And then 65% of the money is on the Brewers money line. Nationals and Twins, 83% of the money on the Twins minus 1.5. 70% of the bets are on that under 7.5. And then 68% of the money is on the Nationals money line. Royals and Angels, 94% of the money on the Angels minus 1.5. 81% of the money is on that under 8.5. And then 87% of the money is on the Royals money line. Padres and Diamondbacks, 93% of the money on the Diamondbacks plus 1.5. 98% of the money on that over 9. And then 57% of the money on the Padres money line. Cardinals and Mariners, 79% of the money on the Cardinals plus 1.5. 86% of the money on that over 8. And then 98% of the money on the Mariners money line. Mets and Giants, 83% of the money on the Giants plus 1.5. 87% of the money on that over 9. And then it's a 50-50 on the money line, but 58% of the money or bets are on the Giants money line. We'll go to NBA. Celtics and Hawks, 94% of the money on the Celtics minus 5. 64% of the money on that over 228. And then 55% of the money on the Hawks money line. Cavs and Knicks, 90% of the money on the Knicks minus 1.5. 93% of the money on that under 211.5. And then 52% of the money on the Knicks money line. Nuggets and Timberwolves, 63% of the money coming in on the Nuggets minus 2.5. 89% of the money on that over 222.5. And then 89% of the money on the Nuggets money line. NHL, Hurricanes and Islanders, 95% of the money on the Islanders minus 1.5. 84% of the money on that over 5. And then 91% of the money is on the Islanders money line. Bruins and Panthers, 78% of the bets are on the Bruins minus 1.5. 82% of the money on that over 6, and then 99% of the money on the Bruins money line. Stars and Wild, 66% of the money on, or 66% of the bets are on the Stars plus 1.5, 84% of the money on that under 5.5, and then 51% of the money on the Wild money line. And then the Oilers and the Kings, 73% of the bets are on the Oilers minus 1.5, 67% of the money on that under 6.5, and then 70% of the bets are on the Kings money line. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.